Volume 3. Now, we are in the beginning of 2008 at the January Royal Rumble event. Randy Orton is fresh off his victory and his feud with Chris Jericho at Armageddon for the WWE Championship. Also, at that event, Jeff Hardy and Triple H battled for the number one contendership for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble, which Jeff Hardy defeated Triple H. So now we have Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. Also at this time, Jeff Hardy is also the Intercontinental Champion at this time. Now, even though it wasn't a title for title match, it still was good that he had the possibility of winning the WWE Championship and being the Intercontinental Champion at the same time. That hasn't been done since Triple H did it with the World Heavyweight Championship, merging both belts back in 2002, and also the late Ultimate Warrior was also the WWE Champion and the Intercontinental Champion. So he had been the third man to do it if he wins. So Randy Orton cuts a promo saying that he had a great year of 2007, that he defeated John Cena, Triple H, Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, and that he's going to continue dominating and keeping his title. He said he entered 2008 as the champion. He's going to end 2008 as the champion. Also, he mentioned to Jeff Hardy that Jeff Hardy has no chance of beating him, that he's too dominant, that basically Randy Orton, this is his prime. This is the top of he at the top of the whole WWE, which he was at that point. So Jeff Hardy cut a promo also saying that the following week, saying that he could beat Randy Orton. He said that Randy Orton doesn't have the momentum like he does, that Jeff Hardy also has the fans behind him, and that he has what it takes to become champion. Now, Jeff Hardy, he had a match at one point, and during the match where Jeff Hardy was on top of the turnbuckle, Randy Orton pops up on the Titantron, and he's showing his brother Matt backstage, and that he's beating him up, and then he later on kicks him. Now, Jeff Hardy sees he's concerned. He runs back to the stage, runs back to see how his brother's doing, and of course, Randy Orton style, he's gone. So that infuriated Jeff Hardy. I know there were a couple times I think Randy Orton snuck an RKO on Jeff Hardy when he wasn't looking, when he had a match or afterwards. But I do know that the following week on Raw, they cut a promo and Jeff Hardy had hit Randy Orton with a twist of fate, which is a move similar to the RKO. And he also hit a swanton bomb on him. Now, at this point, this is, like I said, it's really building up to the Royal Rumble. They had another brawl, but Jeff Hardy did a swanton bomb outside of the ring on top of the, I think 30 feet or maybe even more than that. He did on top of the, basically where all the billboards and signs are at, right by the fans. And he did a long swanton bomb and came down hard on Orton. And of course, the paramedics came out and everything, checked him out, and took him to the back. Now, that was an iconic swanton bomb that Jeff Hardy did. One of the best I've seen him do. Now, at this point, we are at the Royal Rumble event. Now, this is actually a good match. You had Randy Orton, who's does some high flying, but more of a mind game. Jeff Hardy, a straight high-flying type of wrestler. And he used that on Orton during the match in good offense. He did a lot of high-flying moves. One spot he did was the Whisper in the Wind. He did that, and he also did a moonsault outside of the ring on top of Randy Orton. So Randy Orton was down for a while. But Randy Orton, he also had some offense as well. He did some offense on Jeff Hardy, worked on him a little bit, played mind games with him a little bit. But one spot that was really, really good was when Jeff Hardy, you think he had Randy Orton back was turned when he was getting up and hold on to the ropes. He tries to do the twist of fate, and Randy Orton so quick, he reversed it and turned it to RKO, and he pinned a 1, 2, 3 winner and still WWE champion, Randy Orton. So with this win, Randy Orton is heading into WrestleMania as champion, the road to WrestleMania as the WWE champion. Also at this event, which is so important, John Cena comes back from his injury of the pectoral muscle that was supposed to keep him out for 6 to 12 months. He came back as number 30. Him and Triple H, who was also in the Royal Rumble, they were the last two. Triple H goes for a pedigree. John Cena reverses it into a FU, and he throws him outside of the ring, and he wins the Royal Rumble. So now John Cena has the opportunity to get the WWE Championship back at WrestleMania. But since their history shows that Cena took the title from him and put him on the shelf for 4 months, Cena did not want to wait to WrestleMania. He wanted to wait it until No Way Out. They did it sooner. So since they did it sooner, he wanted the opportunity at No Way Out to face for the championship that he never lost. And Orton agreed to it. So I believe that was the first time in a long time that someone used the opportunity on the line or at the actual opportunity to wrestle for the championship for the Royal Rumble win opportunity before WrestleMania. I think Triple H put his WrestleMania title shot on the line in 2002, and Rock did it back in 2000. They put their title shot on the line, willing to risk it. But they had the match, and Cena had a lot of offense. Everything Orton was throwing at him, Cena had an answer for it. He hit an RKO. He kicked out. He tried to do any backbreaker, any move. Cena kicked out. There were even a couple times where he tried to keep Cena outside the ring. Orton, he played like he was hurt when Cena put him in a STFU. Orton ran out the ring, crawled out the ring, and he told the ref his leg was hurting. And seeing what was going on, he played possum, kicked him, and hit an RKO outside of the ring. He went back in and see if they would count Cena out so he could retain his championship, but Cena found a way to get up before 10 and get in the ring. Also, they were both outside of the ring, and right before the ref counted 10, Orton ran in the ring, and Cena was right there with him, and Orton looked shocked when that happened. So once that happened and Cena was staring at Orton and Orton staring right back at Cena, Orton knew that Cena was hard to beat. So what does Randy Orton do? He hits the referee on purpose so he could get himself intentionally disqualified to retain the championship, since the championship cannot change hands on disqualification in the championship match. And Cena was livid. Cena went, did a FU on Orton, walked out the ring. And Orton walked out the ring happy he still kept his championship. And I believe he kissed the belt, which is a very heel thing. They do a lot. Heels are known for kissing the belt because they know he did whatever he could to keep the belt. however fashion, controversial fashion, however fashion he chooses to do it. Also, at the No Way Out pay-per-view, Triple H won the Elimination Chamber match for an opportunity to wrestle at WrestleMania for the championship. He defeated Jeff Hardy when he pedigreed him on top of the chair in the chamber. So now we're looking at Triple H versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, since Cena already used his opportunity at No Way Out. So the next night on Raw, Triple H comes out. He says the game is back, because Triple H, who also had a devastating injury in 2007 when he tore his quad in the New Year's Revolution match, he said that he wants to be WWE champion. And this would be his 12th time if he were to win, since he's already 11-time champion at this point. So he says the game is back, I'm back. And also, Cena comes out. He felt he was wrong from the night before and No Way Out, and he wants another shot at the championship. Then later on, the general manager at the time, William Regal, comes out. He tells Triple H, hey, you're going to have to earn it if you really want a championship match at WrestleMania. He told Triple H you have to wrestle a handicap match to keep it, the opportunity, which he did. And I believe the following week, Cena had a handicap match if he wanted in on the WrestleMania main event, and he won his match as well. So now we have a triple threat match at WrestleMania 24 for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton, champion, John Cena versus Triple H. And this is at the Citrus Bowl at Orlando, Florida. This is an outdoor arena. So it was a big venue to be in. So William Regal told the three men in the match that he was going to call it a triple threat takeover, meaning that each week, each man's supposed to run Raw up until WrestleMania. And Cena was the first one. He had Randy Orton and Triple H wrestle each other. And he interfered in the match. John Cena did the FU on Triple H, but he was RKO'd by Randy Orton. Because leading up to the weeks before the triple threat takeover, they had weeks where Triple H pedigreed both Orton and Cena. And he pedigreed Cena in the handicap match where he was the special guest referee. And he also was RKO'd by Randy Orton before that. But in the next week was Triple H. He was in charge. He had John Cena and Randy Orton also have a match, but it was a tag team match. It was Randy Orton and John Cena in a tag match against the entire Raw roster. And the rules were they have to keep competing until they defeat every man on the roster, or until they no longer able to physically compete. So, since that happened, they actually worked together as a good tag team, had a lot of good chemistry. They worked together very cohesively. But it was one point where they were both down, and I believe Triple H music came on. He came out, he looked at both of them, and he pedigreed both Cena and Orton. And he held the title in the ring, did his pose, and let everyone know that he's coming for that title no matter what. And Randy Orton, I forgot what match he had set up, but he had his week as well. But pretty much before WrestleMania, the build-up was already there. Because Randy Orton, he wasn't just wrestling Triple H and John Cena. He had histories with these men that helped start this title reign. He took the title from Orton, injured his pectoral muscle, put him on the shelf, and he was awarded championship first. Now, when he was awarded championship, he faced Triple H, the first opponent, defeated him in the last man standing at No Mercy. And now it's come full circle. He has to face both of those men that he had prior history with that championship reign he has now. So we get to WrestleMania 24. And it's a good match. It's a good triple threat. It's just the triple threat doesn't work good in the champion's favor. They have a less chance of retaining it because there's more people involved. Now, there were times in the match where it will be Cena and Orton alone, or Triple H and Cena alone, or Randy Orton and Triple H alone. They try to eliminate one person. So it was a lot of good back and forth. Cena did a lot of work on Triple H. He also did some work on Cena. Cena did some good work on Triple H. And Triple H also did good work on Cena. One good iconic moment where Randy Orton did the double DDT to Randy, as he had Triple H one side, Cena the other. Randy Orton did the double DDT to both of them. There were times that Triple H was out for a while because John Cena had Randy Orton in the STFU, and Triple H, he made sure Randy Orton got to the ropes, because he would have won the match. And he also took Cena out in the process of doing that, threw him out the ring. Now, Randy Orton, there was a lot of times he was trying to slide for the pin. Whenever someone did the work, he would go in and try to do a quick 1, 2, 3, and it would be a kick out. He did a lot of knee moves to Triple H and Cena. And Cena used his power and muscle to muscle out both Triple H and Cena. And Triple H, he did a lot of work on the legs. Now, at one point, Orton was out. Triple H and Cena are going at it. Triple H hits the pedigree on Cena. You thinking it's 1, 2, 3. While he's pinning him, you see Randy Orton come nowhere. He does the punt to Triple H. And it looks so clean the way he did it, so smooth the way he did it. It was so smooth how he punted him. Triple H faded off. He pinned Cena 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is still the champion, which was, people thought that was unlikely going to happen, but it did happen. So Randy Orton used his mind games. He was smart. He knew when to move for the kill, and he retained his title, just like he said he would. So that was a decent triple threat match for the championship. So that was good. This will be the end of the birth of Viper Volume 3. Next video, we're going to talk about how the Fatal 4-Way is formed